Hello and welcome to Fashionado TV. I'm Vincent Martinez and I'm at the Markus Klinko exhibit, Bowie, Beyonce and Beyond, here at the Jennifer Balkos Gallery in Atlanta. Now Markus, he's a celebrity himself. He has photographed some of the biggest, and I mean biggest names in the industry. David Bowie, of course, Beyonce, of course, there's Britney Spears, there's Billie Eilish. Well, the list goes on and on and on. So let's go inside, catch the exhibit, and maybe catch a few words from Markus himself. It's really a pleasure to be here. And first of all, we've got to give some props to Rolls Royce. I mean, this is
Isn't it nice?
Quite the set.
Yes, I am so excited to be sponsored by Rolls Royce. We're working with different exhibitions all over the country. I just opened in Dallas, now in Atlanta, and Motor Cars of Atlanta have been so generous, and it's just, really so fun to see the artwork come together with those beautiful cars and wonderful Rolls Royce clients looking at the work, collecting the work. So it's a privilege.
Well, I would guess that the alignment of the content of your work and Rolls Royce is perfect. I mean, when you look at the celebrities you've photographed, they probably all have a fleet of Rolls Royces.
They might, yes. Many of them do, and it's also the same demographics. The people that collect Rolls Royces often collect my work, as a lot of celebrities now starting to collect my prints. Like The Weeknd has a David Bowie over his bed, actually, and Beyonce bought 10 of the prints of the Dangerous in Love, and Tom Cruise, and so it's a good combination of art and brands.
So while the celebrities you have photographed, the list is quite impressive, but personally, with a fashion background, I have to say that for me, the iconic, legendary Isabella Blow, it was someone who was in your life, who noticed you many years ago.
That is true. She gave me actually my first opportunities. She and Ingrid Cici, the two of them together, Ingrid Cici that ran Interview magazine, and Isabella Blow gave me some of the very first assignments when I was starting photography in New York. So, yeah.
Well, obviously, Isabella Blow can pick some of the most talented, skilled artists. I mean, from McQueen to Philip Tracy to you.
She was quite a personality. I remember once I had coffee with her in Paris, and as we stepped out, I helped her getting in a car. She literally stopped the traffic. People were just so fascinated with her. She looked, like that 24/7. Just very, very extravagant. And
well, I've been fascinated with her since, I don't know, for 30 decades. Not 30 decades, for 30 years. Wow. But going back to your work, let's talk about this exhibit, Bowie, Beyonce and Beyond. What can you tell us about it?
This is really a collection of some of my most successful work. And as the name says it, starting with David Bowie to Beyonce, Britney Spears, but also Ice Spice, who I just photographed, Usher. For the first time, I included him in one of my exhibitions because he's, from Atlanta, and so it's really sort of, a collection of the most successful work that I've done over the last 20, 25 years.
Can you talk a little bit, Markus, about the creative process, your creative process? So when you are shooting, whether it's for a client or it's for yourself, I mean, there's got to be a part, when you begin, when you when that concept develops and to when you get the finished product. What is that like for you? What's going through your mind during that process?
You know, there's not really like a recipe. There's not a formula. Every assignment is different, and these days many photo shoots come about by my own ideas, my own pitching to, you know, it could be a brand or a celebrity, and I say, I have this idea, I want to do this. Let's do this. And so there's a starting point. There's, you know, an execution, and then there's sort of a finishing of everything. But I'm inspired by, you know, everything in pop culture. I really do consider myself a documentarian of pop culture rather than a photographer. You know, everybody is a photographer. I think to create pieces that can hang in a gallery and in museums that represent an era. I think that's what I'm striving every time I pick up the camera.
So do you go in with a vision, or does that vision develop while you're on set?
It's all different.
It's all different.
Yes, I may have an epiphany and I may like, oh, I have this idea, or, you know, just like we're doing this interview in a Rolls Royce 5 minutes ago. We had no idea that we're going to be doing that. But
we just met 5 minutes ago.
Exactly. So there were like, you know, a few beautiful cars outside. I'm like, why do it inside where it has a lot of noise, and, you know, this is comfortable. So I do react to opportunities. That's how I do my photo shoots too.
So Diane Arbus was one of my favorite photographers growing up. She was one of the icons that I loved, and, you know, she got very close with her subjects. I don't know if that's the case with you, but do you get to know your subjects before you shoot them, or is it usually something you go in, you meet them this one time, or do you develop friendships afterwards?
Again, you know, there's no rule. That's just, I don't have any specific requirements. I can take great pictures and develop the chemistry as we go on set. There is a certain chemistry, there's a magic that has to happen. You know, when Beyonce did that pose for the Dangerously in Love cover, there was magic in the air, and to capture that on film, that's but I don't need to have, you know, 3 days in Aspen with that's not necessary.
But it would be nice.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's
Right.
really about the opportunity to bring out the moment as we go, as we shoot. Yes.
Well, the exhibit is stunning. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
It is really a pleasure and honor
Thank
to
you.
meet you. And I know Atlanta is thrilled to have you here. I know Jennifer is thrilled to have you in her space.
I'm excited. It's my first time in Atlanta, and the city is so beautiful. I'm like amazed, and so big. It's
It is a
huge.
very
Yeah,
big city.
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing.
But you're also sitting inside a beautiful Rolls Royce right now. The air's not running, so it is definitely getting hot in here.
It's nice to talk to you.
Marcus, thank you very much. It's such a pleasure.
Take care.
Thank
Will
you.
you be able to film the exhibition a little bit as well?
Yes, absolutely,
Great.
we will.
Great. How was that?